Veteran ceremony in Ruston today. A parade of veterans was held at the sports complex. It was led by 105-year-old Sam Maddox, one of the oldest living World War II veterans in Louisiana. Officials say we must remember those who serve because of the liberties they protect.
Those liberties have been earned by military men and women and others, civilians who serve their country. We have those freedoms because we've been willing to protect them, even going to war if we needed to. Today, somewhere around the world, right this minute, there's a soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, Coast Guardsman, Space Guardsman, or a National Guard or reservist that is standing to watch for freedom.
And the ceremony ended with a free lunch for everyone there.